Well, very good afternoon, students. Today I am going to start the revision of the chapter Tools for Financial Analysis. Students, first try to understand what is the meaning of financial statement. Financial statement, you are studying in class 11 also, final account. Final account means what? Financial statement. It includes trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. With the help of trading account, we calculate what? Gross profit or gross loss. With the help of profit and loss account, we calculate what? Net profit and net loss. And with the help of balance sheet, we come to know the financial position of the company, that what is the value of different assets and different liabilities and what is the value of capital. So now the question arises, all these figures are in front of you, but only knowing the figures, it is not possible to analyze any company, that what is the actual position of the company. Got it? That's why we should have to analyze it. Without analyzing, we can't take any decision that how to increase the turnover, how to maximize the profit, what is the actual position of the company. It is not possible. That's why we use different tools for the analysis of the financial statement. Just you try to understand with my example itself, students. तुम लोग देख के मेरे को लगता है कि सर एकदम टनाटन है, मोटे तगड़े हैं, बहुत अच्छे. Yes, so many things is clear in front of all of you कि अरे सर टकले हैं, सर मोटे हैं, सर का पेट निकला हुआ है. These things you can see, right? In the same manner, कंपनी का बिल्डिंग देख के तुमको पता चल सकता है कि कंपनी ऐसा है, ये है, वो है, few things, right? But how can you analyze that what is the actual position of the company? Whether it is beneficial to purchase the share of the company, the bonds of the company's position is good or not. How? For this, you should have to utilize different tools. And after analyzing, you come to know that what is the real position. Yes, simple, देखो तुम लोग, just try to understand with simple example. हम लोग डॉक्टर के यहाँ जाते हैं, ये हुआ है, बुखार लगा, just दे कर, लेकिन बोलता है ठीक है, पैरासिटामोल खा लीजिए. But when I go there and tell कि हमको पूरे बॉडी का चेकअप करवाना है, तो देखना तुमको डॉक्टर बोलेगा सीटी स्कैन करवाइए, एमआरआई करवाइए, एक्सरे करवाइए, ये करवाइए, एंड डिफरेंट जब रिपोर्ट आता है तब वो बोलता है कि नहीं, आपका तो एक किडनी डैमेज है, आपको बीपी का प्रॉब्लम है. हाउ यू कम टू नो आफ्टर गेटिंग द रिपोर्ट, बिकॉज इन द लैब they use different tools and then come to know about my health. Students, in the same manner, in the business life also, when we use different tools, analyze the financial statement of the company, then come to know what is the real picture, what is the real position of the company, whether the company is worthy or not, whether the company is earning good profit or not, whether the company's turnover is good or not, whether the company is, in simple sentence you can say, going on good track or right path or not. Right, students? So now the question arises, जैसे अभी हम बोल दिए एक्सरे किया, एमआरआई किया, सीटी स्कैन किया, these are the tools. But here, what are the tools with the help of which we can analyze the company's statement, right? For analysis of company's financial statement, we use the different tools. Like number one is comparative income statement, then common size income statement, then common size balance sheet, comparative balance sheet, ratio analysis, trend analysis, cash flow statement, fund flow statement. These are the different tools. After utilizing it, we come to know different results from different angles, and then the company make a future plan. Company come to know the weak points. Company also, of course, come to know their strong point. Then company make a future plan that how to increase the turnover, how to maximize the profit, right? So today we will study about the comparative income statement. What is it, students? So see, you just solve one question, then you come to know that how we prepare comparative income statement. Students, a very easy chapter, and you can easily secure 4 marks from this, right? And most probably, every year, one question will asked from this chapter. देखो अब बताएं एग्जाम्पल, हम लोग अभी देखते हैं ना टीवी में कि 99.9% सिक्योर। 99.9% तो हम कह सकते हैं ना कि एग्जाम में आएगा, हर साल आता है एक क्वेश्चन 4 मार्क्स का। यू कैन इजिली सिक्योर 4 मार्क्स फ्रॉम दिस टॉपिक, फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर। कल से whether comparative income statement will come, whether comparative balance sheet will come, whether common size balance sheet will be there in the question, whether comparative balance sheet will be there. But out of these 4, any one question will be there. Sometimes choice will be there. You can attempt any one, right? So let us see, with the help of one question, you try to understand, students. So very easy and important also. So just try to understand and keep in your mind that how to secure 4 marks from this chapter. Let us see. I solved here one question, that is CBSE sample paper 2016. See, student, the question is what? A statement of profit and loss for the year ended 31st March 2015 and 16. The different items are here. The amount of current previous year and the amount of current year is given. Right? What are the items? The revenue from operation. In simple word, you can say revenue from operation means sales. Right? But now you should have to utilize this, use this word. Why? According to Companies Act, the Companies Act 1956 is changed in 2013, and now we write what? Revenue from operation. After that, so many expenses are given, rate of tax is given, right? And with the help of this, you should have to solve the question. See, students, how will you solve? First of all of you know the format of this comparative income statement. I know very well. You have studied in the previous classes. See, you write in this way: comparative statement of profit and loss. Suppose, students, if the name of any company is given, then you write in this way: comparative statement of profit and loss of X Limited, of Y Limited, of Bima Limited, whatever maybe the name is given. If no name is given, then no need to write. And then you write for the year ended. Why for the year ended? Because it says statement. For the year ended 31st March 2015 and 16. See, first of all you write the particulars, then 2014 and 15, and you put here A. Then 2015 and 16, you put here B. Absolute change means what is the trend, that whether the amount is increase or decrease. So write the figure, calculate the figure of changes, whether increase or decrease. We write here absolute change. And how we calculate? the current year amount minus the previous year amount. That's why we write B minus A equal to C. And after calculation of absolute change, you should have to also calculate percentage change. That is, how we calculate the percentage change? C by A into 100. That is, absolute change by current previous year amount into 100 equal to D. It's a necessity to calculate the percentage change, because only knowing the absolute amount, it is not possible to compare, it is not possible to know the actual position of the company. Just try to understand. See, you Pandey, your marks is 480 out of 500. You Gayatri, your marks is 430. But only knowing the amount, yes, I can say that you secure the first position, she secured second position. But when I analyze, then I come to know, no, Gayatri position is first and your position is second. After calculation of percentage, after analyzing the different things in details, that's why analysis, absolute change, percentage change is important. Got it? Let us see how we will prepare, how we will solve. We will first write revenue from operation and put the first year amount, then second year amount. Dear students, one thing I want to clear you, that you always remember one thing, keep one thing in your mind, that first you should have to write the first year amount. If in question the current year amount is given first and previous amount, the year amount is given after that, till you should have to write here first year amount, then you write the second year amount. So first is revenue from operation. How much? The first year amount is 25,000. The second year amount is 40,000. First you put all the amounts. After that, see, employees benefit expenses, where 5% of revenue from operation. The amount is not given here. So you should have to calculate them. Right? So 5% of revenue from operation, that is, you calculate 5% of 25 lakh. So 5% is how much? 1 lakh 25,000. And 5% of 40 lakh, 5 4 they are 20. It's a 2 lakh. So you write here 2 lakhs. After that, other expenses amount is given in the question. The first year amount is 5 lakh 90,000 and the second year amount is 6 lakh 80,000. 5 lakh 90 and 6 lakh 80. So what is the format? The second item is expenses here. If any income is given, then you add with the revenue from operation. If income is not given, no need to write it. So now you accumulate, you combine all the expenses at one place and you write total expenses. And the third thing is you deduct total expenses from revenue from operation. Then you will get what? Profit before tax. Better to write net profit before tax. In short, we say we can call NPBT. But students, you write in the examination net profit before tax. So net profit before tax is what? 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is revenue from operation minus total expenses. Then tax 35%. 35% is given in the question. See, so 35% of which amount? The amount is given, you have already calculated, net profit before tax. We always pay tax on which amount? On the last profit which will earn. That is net profit before tax. After giving all the expenses, whatever may be the expenses, salary or employees benefit expenses, any type of expenses. On the net figure, whatever may be the revenue we earn during the year, on that figure we pay the tax. That's why here we always pay tax on the last amount, that is net profit before tax. And it is 35%, so we calculate 35% of 17 lakh 85,000 and 31 lakh 20,000. And then we get what? Net profit after tax. We can say so in short NPAT. But you write the full in examination in full form, net profit after tax. And at the end you write, you put double line. Double line means you know very well, it's a close. Now students, you calculate absolute figure. Absolute figure is, I told you earlier also, B minus A. That is current year amount minus previous year amount. Because we want to know that what is the trend of upgradation, or whether the amount is decrease or increase. Right? So how we calculate? When we deduct the amount of previous year from the current year. राइट कि मेरा प्रीवियस ईयर में 1 लाख सेल था, इस साल 2 लाख सेल हो गया, तो सेल कितने से इंक्रीज हो? 1 लाख से। ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि प्रीवियस ईयर में 3 लाख सेल था, इस साल 2 लाख हो गया, मीन्स सेल्स डिक्रीज हो गया। सो वॉट एवर, अगर डिक्रीज हुआ तो माइनस में शो करेंगे, इंक्रीज हुआ सिंपल फॉर्म, राइट? दैट्स व्हाई वी ऑलवेज कैलकुलेट द एब्सोल्यूट चेंज। हाउ? From the current year amount, we deduct the previous year amount. So you calculate the absolute change of each and every items. Like the revenue from operation, there is absolute change of 15 lakh. Employees benefit expenses, absolute change is 75,000. Then other expenses, absolute change is 90,000. Total expenses, absolute change is 1,65,000. Then profit before tax is 1 minus 2. How much? 30,35,000. And tax, we calculate this 35% on this amount also and on this amount also. And we find out the difference. Students, you can recheck it. You can see when you add it 5 and 9, 7, 16. When you add both the amount, the difference is similar. It's a cross check. You can do cross check also. When you add both the amount and you find out the difference, both the amount will be similar. Now, students, you should have to calculate the percentage change. You always remember, I have seen so many students copy that they avoid calculation of percentage change. Never, students. If you will not calculate percentage change, your 2 marks will be deducted in examination. This is the question of 4 marks. For this, 2 marks, and for calculation of percentage change, 2 marks. It's a very important and very easy also. You see in different questions when you solve, so many percentages are similar. Right? Let us see here also. Absolute change is 15 lakh divided by first year amount is 25 lakh into 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 0, you cut 5 0. Now 15 by 25 into 100. So 5 3 are 15 and 5 5 are 25. Just you multiply and divide. You will get what? How much? 60%. And this one is also 60%. And now it is 15.25. Right? One thing you keep in your mind, when the amount is percentage is in point, then you calculate 2 figures after point. Sometimes you can round it also, no problem. But after point, you calculate only 2 digits. Here also 23.08. Here see 30,35,000 divided by 17,85,000 into 100. The point is what? 74.79%. And see, students, in this same question, the 3% are similar. 74.79, 74.79, 74.79. You see when the rate of tax is 50%, in that case also so many percentages are similar. Got it? So this is the first question, an important question, that is comparative income statement. Right? In the next class, I will solve another question which is related with the common size statement of profit and loss. In that question also, the writing style, that is in particulars, we write all the amounts in the same manner, but we write the amount of other items, other figures, other columns in different way. But the way of writing of particulars columns, amount, items are similar. Right? Thank you very much, students. You must attempt this question in your examination, and 4 marks question will come, whether from comparative income statement, common size income statement, comparative balance sheet, or common size balance sheet. Out of these 4, one question will come of 4 marks in your board exam. It's a very easy and simple, and you can easily secure 4 marks. Got it? Okay, thank you very much, students.